Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine at your home. This is our 16th video session, and in the previous session we have started new lesson, chapter 3, attractive web designing. So it is purely related to designing a web page. So what all are the activities which we have discussed in the previous class? We have discussed about the main code format called HTML code. What is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. It is the full form of HTML. And also I have shown the main code, main tags used in HTML. What are the main tags? Yes, the first tag is HTML and the second tag is what? Head tag. And inside the head tag we are specifying which tag? Title tag. Then what? One more tag is there. What is that? Body tag. So these all are the main HTML tags used while creating a web page. And in this chapter you have studied or you have learned one new concept. What was that? CSS. What is the full form of CSS? Cascading Style Sheet. So this is the main concept which you are going to learn in this lesson, chapter 3. Okay, we are specifying the CSS code to apply style, different style to the contents. So in the previous class you have learned one small basic code related to the CSS, how to apply the style tag CSS to paragraph. So what is the tag used for specifying paragraph? P tag. And you have learned how to use the CSS. What is the syntax of CSS? The CSS code to be applied inside what? Two braces, one opening brace and one closing brace. So inside that opening and closing brace we are specifying what? The properties and values. Property means font name, font color, then font styles, etc., background color, etc. And that of value. Value means what? The corresponding value related to this property. For font color, the value will be red. For font size, the value will be a number, etc. So this is what the basic syntax of applying what? CSS, Cascading Style Sheet. So these all are the topics which we have discussed in the previous session. So hope you all have understood the previous class, and I have also said one thing, study the HTML tag which you have already studied in previous year, 9th standard. So hope you all have studied or referred to that codes. So in today's session we are moving to another code session related to the CSS, how to apply the CSS to various concepts. So in today's session, by the end of this class, you will able to learn about how to give cascading style to the heading tag, and also you will learn two classification. One is type selector and other one is class selector, and also how to apply this cascading style to the cascading style for giving background color, how to apply this background color using CSS. So these all are the three main topics which we are going to discuss in today's session. So let's start with the first topic, how to apply cascading style to heading. So similar to that paragraph, we are specifying the tag called what? H3. We have given that H3 tag inside the content code. Main code we have applied this H3. So while using CSS, that tag should be specified inside the style tag. So give H3 and opening and closing brace. Inside that we are specifying the properties and values of different style format. So let's see the first topic, how to apply cascading style to heading. Okay. In the same manner we can apply styles to the heading. Which is the heading? One heading is single item, other heading is group item. So let's see how to give color to the headings. So in between this style tag itself, type like this. Here it is P for paragraph. So for typing or giving style for the heading, specify the tag H3. So type the tag H3, then open braces, then what? Font family, font hyphen family, since it has two words, font family. Give another font family, URW Bookman L, then put a semicolon, then give color, 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 colon, any color. So I am giving red as color. Then font size, font hyphen size, colon, 30 pixels, semicolon. After all, close the brace. So in the similar way like this, I have applied style using CSS for heading in the same manner. Only the difference is that this tag, here it is P, here it is H3, which is the tag used over here, H3 and P. So you must specify this tag over here. So it is very clearly described in your textbook, page number 36, figure 3.3. That is what this code. Okay. So after this, save the document and here double click to open. Double click to open. See the difference? Here for heading it is in red color and for the content it is in green color. So likewise we can apply different styles using CSS for heading and paragraph, which is activity 3.3 in your textbook, applying cascading style to the heading tag. Hope it's clear for you how to give CSS tag for both headings and paragraph. So from these two activities, applying CSS to paragraph and headings, we have typed the paragraph tag P inside the style tag, and in that opening and closing braces, we have given what the specification, isn't it? Similarly, while giving style to the headings, first what we have done, we have specified the H3 tag inside the style tag, and in the opening and closing braces, what we have given the specification of properties. So in this manner, applying the CSS using these tags is known as what? Type selector. It's a new term for you. Type selector. Type selector means what? Applying the same tag several times to indicate the same property. So for paragraph, we are using the same tag P for applying that paragraph tag to the contents called what? Mohiniyattam, Bharatanatyam, and to that of Oppana and Tiruvadira. For all these things, we are specifying same tag. And what is that tag? P tag. Similarly, for headings, single items and group items, which tag is used? H3. So same tag is used several times to indicate the same properties. So that tag is known as what? Type selector. Suppose if there is a condition occurs, suppose I want to apply different color to this paragraph. So I want to apply red color to first paragraph, Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam, and I want to apply green color, another color to what? Oppana and Tiruvadira. Similarly, I want to apply different color to single item and group item. So can we use the same property or same type selector? Can we use? What will happen? If I am using the same P tag, computer doesn't understand. Computer don't understand to which paragraph to this both color have to be applied. Suppose I am specifying this P tag and I am giving blue color. So I know I am going to apply this blue color to the first paragraph. But computer don't understand to which paragraph to this color to be applied, because we are specifying the same P tag to both the contents. Similarly in headings also. So in such cases we can make use of what? Class selector. By using class selector we can specify different color or different style to the different paragraphs and different headings. So this is what known as type selector and class selector. Okay. Hope you are clear about this differentiation, what class selector and type selector. So let's see, next topic is this. So let's see the code, how to give or how to specify the class selector or class inside that code. Then you will understand more about this class selector and type selector. So study the syntax of class selector. I will show it using the code. So listen carefully how to apply class for applying different style to different paragraphs and headings. Okay. So let's make use of type selector and class selector. So here we can see that both the paragraph got same color, which is that color, green color. Suppose we want to apply different color to this paragraph. So what should be done? We must make use of class selector in CSS. Here this P and H3 is known as type selector. In one web page, when a tag is to be used several times with same properties, that is known as type selector. It has been used several times here. One is this P and other one is this paragraph. So that should be defined here in order to apply style. And this one is known as what type selector. Similarly, H3 also known as type selector, which should be used for applying common style to this content. Suppose we want to apply different color to this, different style to this paragraph, you must use what? Class selector. Class selector instead of type selector, we can give different style to paragraph. So how to use class selector? There is one syntax for using class selector. Specify the class. Suppose I want to give the first paragraph, which means Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam, blue color. So specify any class over here, and it must be separated using what? Dot symbol. This is what the syntax of class selector. So inside the style tag, always give the class like this. Specify the type selector P, which is used over here, and separate it using dot symbol and give the class name. Class name we can give any name. I want to apply blue color to this Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam, so that I have given the class called blue. It must be separated using dot symbol, and here we can change the color. I am going to give color code of blue. Color code of blue is #0000FF. This is what the color code of blue. Otherwise you can simply type blue, BLUE, blue. So here I have applied first color to this first paragraph. So this class selector should be defined over here also. Then only computer understand to which paragraph we are going to apply the color. So here also we must give the class selector, but there is one change. Don't give like this P dot blue. Instead of that, P space class equal to, in double quotes type the class name blue like this. Okay, so this is what the syntax of class selector over this HTML tag. In the style tag, inside the style tag, this one is the style tag. Here you can see close and opening of style. Inside the style tag, define the class selector like this. P type selector dot class name blue. Okay, and inside the HTML tag, use like this. Instead of type selector P, specify the class P space class equal to, in double quotes give the same color blue. Okay, so I have given different style to the first paragraph. Then let's see the change. Click on save button and click on this reload button. See the change? Here the color has disappeared, and here it got blue color. Okay, in the same way we can apply for the next paragraph. So how to apply for next paragraph? Here press enter key and type the same thing. After this braces, copy the same thing. Control C. No need to type this, just paste over here. And what? Give another color. I am going to give green. P dot green. Here also change the color. This one is blue, so give green color. And what? Style tag is over. Here we have specified another paragraph, another style for another paragraph, this Oppana and Tiruvadira. So this same change must be given here. Then only computer understand to which paragraph we are going to apply this green color. So here specify the class equal to, in double quotes type the color green. So this is an inbuilt syntax. We can't change the syntax. It must be given like this. Then only the web page will run properly. So after this, click on save option. Then what? Click on this reload button. See? So we have applied blue color to the first paragraph and green color to the next paragraph using what? Class selector. So type selector means this P and H3. The common tag used to apply common style for the paragraph is known as type selector. And class selector means what? By using class selector, we can give different style to paragraph. Okay. So class selectors can be used to give distant properties to different content that are included in the same page. So in between the style tag, it must be given using dot symbol, separated using dot symbol, and inside the HTML tag it must be given like this: P class equal to, in double quotes, specify the class name which is given here. So here first one is blue, second one is green. So both syntax are different. Study this syntax. So by using this class selector and type selector, we can apply different color to different paragraph. In the same manner, we can apply the same change to headings also. We can apply same change to heading. How? H3 dot red. Here also it is red. Then what? Change the color over here. H3 space class. Then what? Equal to double quotes red. The same class red. Give here. Close the double quotes. Then save it. Then reload. See the change? Group items color got invisible. So we have applied single item, one color. Same way, copy this H3 up to this close braces. Copy this. After this brace, paste it. Then change the, here you can see both heading got same color red. So change the color. Otherwise, if you save and reload, this also will get red color. So we don't need to use this class selector in order to apply single color. Class selector is used for giving different color. So change the color. I am going to give blue, or we can apply yellow. Yellow. Here also change the color yellow. Then what? Style part is over. Go to this part, HTML part. Here define the heading. Class, define the class equal to double quotes, type the color yellow. Save it, reload. Okay. So in likewise we can apply different color for this different paragraphs and heading. Hope you clear about what usage of CSS by using class selector. Okay. Hope you all have understood what is the difference between class selector and type selector and how to make use of the syntax. So study the syntax. It is an inbuilt syntax. So don't do it in your own way. Study the inbuilt syntax of applying class inside the code. So next activity is very simple for you. Similar to that, applying cascading style to paragraph and headings, we are going to give background color to our page. So how to apply background color? You already have studied the attribute for giving background color. What was that? Body BG color. Do you remember that? Body BG color. So we can use this attribute, body BG color. But in this lesson, we are using what? CSS. So we don't want to use this attribute, body BG color. Instead of that, we are going to use CSS inside the style tag. So let's see how to apply background color to a page using CSS. Okay. So how to apply body background color? The attribute which you have studied previous year was body BG color. Body BG color equal to any color. So this was the attribute you have studied in the previous class. So let's see the change. Save it. Reload here. So in this manner, you have studied already how to apply background color. So here we are using CSS. So instead of using this tags and attribute, we can specify background color using CSS code. How to type CSS code? Inside the style tag, specify the type selector. Background color code must be given near to this body. So here body is the type selector. So give body, put an open brace, and then type the property and value. Here property is background. Like font family, here the property is background. Then what? Colon. Give a colon. Then give the color value D0 F2 F8. It is the color given in your textbook. Page number 39, figure 3.7, cascading style of body tag. Then at last give a semicolon. Then what? close that using closing brace. So inside the style tag, we are specifying all this CSS tag. So for applying background color, this is the CSS tag instead of using attributes near to this body tag. Okay, so specify the type selector body, opening brace and closing brace, give the value and property. So this color code, no need to study it in by heart, it will be given in your question. So don't want to study all this color code in by heart. Okay, so let's see the change. Click on save, reload this. So it is a pale color. See the change? So in this manner we can apply background color for the web page. Okay, by using CSS code inside the style tag, we can apply this CSS code. Okay. So likewise we can apply background color to a page. So what we have discussed in today's session, what are the topics which we have discussed? In today's session, the first topic was applying color, different style to the headings, isn't it? So applying different style to the headings, and after that using CSS, there comes two different classification. One is type selector and other one is class selector. Type selector means in one web page when a tag to be used several times to indicate the same property, and that tags are known as what? Type selector. For example, for paragraph, P is the type selector, and then H3 tag is used for giving what? Heading. H3 is the tag used for specifying the headings. That is what? Type selector. And what is class selector? For giving different style to two different paragraph. For that, the syntax of class selector was inside the style tag, give the tag called p.blue, and inside the main content specify the class like p class equal to blue, then type Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam. So this is what? Type selector and class selector. And next activity was what? Applying background color using CSS. So you have already studied the attribute called body BG color, but instead of that we are using background color code using CSS. And what is that? Inside the style tag specify body, then opening brace and closing brace, then give the property and value. Property means background, then put a colon, then type the value called yellow or any color, then end it with a semicolon, and then close the brace. So these all are the three topics which we have discussed in today's class. Next, there is a homework for you. Write the HTML code based on the following hints. So open your notebook and write a code related to CSS and apply different style using class selector. Don't forget to do this homework in your notebook. Try to do different codes related to different headings and paragraph, and write the code how to apply CSS to different headings using class selector and also type selector, etc. So hope you are clear about today's session. If you have any doubts, you can contact me because it is a little bit tough chapter. You are not familiar with the CSS. It's a new term for you. You can call me anytime and clarify your doubts. Okay. So we'll see in the next class. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.